think it's time for a little break from YouTube. But before we get into why, I've come up here to Cayman Golf. So welcome to the Sunday morning show in association with Golfing Days, which I will come on to Golfing Days as well as we move on into this video. Cayman Golf, if you haven't seen the vlogs of Cayman Golf, the short course here just up the road from Churston, go and check them out. I literally love this place. This is where the kids come up every Saturday, every Wednesday, and learn how to play the game of golf. And for me, this place opened when I was very young. Probably I've been playing golf maybe a year or so, or maybe a couple of years. And actually the second hole, which is the hole I've just played, this is the first ever hole-in-one I ever had. Now, these trees weren't actually as big, obviously, back then to when I got the hole-in-one, and they were kind of like whips. They were just little small trees, and I managed, because it is a dog leg, so it's not really supposed to be played direct route to the actual hole. But I remember flicking maybe like a 7-iron or an 8-iron over the mounds, over the tree, over this bunker. I think is the only bunker on the golf course, and then into the hole. So that was my first experience of a hole-in-one. Been lucky enough to have a couple more since then, but yeah, wow, what a welcome to the game of golf with a little hole-in-one. So it's England football today. England World Cup final, Women's World Cup final. So for those of you that have tuned in to the Sunday morning show, thank you for tuning in, and hope you actually enjoy the final. Let's see if they can actually, as they say, bring England's football home. Not really a big football man, not going to lie. Don't really have a team. Bobby is massively into it, my son. Lester is massively into football. Jordan is, in fact, Johnny's massively, in fact, I'm the only one that's not massively into football. I was kind of more of a rugby lad, really, growing up. Rugby and then tennis, and then golf, and then kind of bypass football. Cayman Golf is probably one of the only short courses that is certainly around this area here. You get the British Par 3 Championships, which has actually just gone on. I'm trying to think who actually won the 50 grand. Oh, Robert Rock won £50,000 for winning the British Par 3 Championship. That's an event that has grown massively. It actually used to be back in the way many years ago. It used to be at the Palace Hotel in Torquay, which is where it started. And in fact, Peter Alliss always used to talk about, during his days on TV and broadcasting, he used to always talk about the Palace Hotel in Torquay and talk about the Par 3 Championship that his father, Percy Alliss, used to come and play in. Max Faulkner, British Open champion, he played in it. There's so many big names that have been down and played in that Par 3 Championship. But it was the Masters, the Par 3 Championship at the Masters, which is, they got the Par 3 course there. They got inspired to hold that event before the Masters Championship by the Palace Hotel at Torquay. It was something that Peter Alliss used to talk about it all the time. But I'd like to know down in the comments, Have you got something like this? I mean, some people class it as a pitch and putt. It's not really a pitch and putt. It's way beyond a pitch and putt. It's actually a par 3 course. Yeah, I'd like to know down in the comments, do you have a par 3 course that you go and work on your short game with? I know for me personally, it certainly helps with my short game. Well, that was a little brave. Tried to go over the top of the tree that I always tell the kids never to go over it, but just to try and run something up. Just short the green and then rely on your short game. So I've done 6 holes.
Yep, how'd you get on?
I think I was maybe 1 or 2 under.
Pretty good.
Which isn't bad, which means my short game is coming on all right.
Getting better than last time.
It was, I lost to the juniors. Do you remember we did the fence thing?
Yes, I do, yeah. That was not one of your finest moments, was it?
That was disappointing. For those of you who don't know, Dan Lyons. Now, Dan and I grew up together. We did our PGA together. We even went through the PGA qualifying.
We did.
I'm going to call it Q School.
That was a fun day, wasn't it? A bit stressful for me.
However, Dan now has Cayman. This is your place.
It is, yeah. Had it 10 years now, I think.
No way. Is it really?
It's been a decade, yeah.
Wow. I have actually pointed people over to go and watch our vlog that we did. I'll do it again. It's right there.
I think that's one of your finest pieces of work.
Do you think it was?
It was.
I think your what's in the bag was the finest bit of work.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Cayman. How's it going? Because ultimately the junior development that you've been doing up here has been world class as far as I'm concerned.
Very good, yeah. So junior stuff going from strength to strength, really.
Yeah.
We got different groups, beginners groups, groups on Saturday, one-to-one lessons. I've just done a couple today. It's the perfect place to start, really. I think it's sort of no dress code, no relaxed rules, friendly, laid back. I think people are just more likely to come here, hopefully, than maybe walk in the door of a big golf club.
The great thing about this place as well is it's not only a great place to start, but if you're finishing up your golfing days, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Like, I was just speaking about it then, that some of the guys that maybe can't get round 4 hours walking up and down the hills of a bigger golf course, this is an hour and a half, absolutely flat, so it would keep them in golf for a bit longer, I think. We get a lot of people that come from the local golf courses that are just done with the big courses, but they can still play golf with their friends rather than just pack up all together and never see their mates again. This could just give them another couple of years.
I think it's great. And also I tell you what I get, Dale, lots of people that contact me either through Instagram, through the channel, that are either coming down to visit and they want to come and play. I mean, you must have had a few people come and play here even from the vlog.
Yeah, quite a lot actually, yeah. Just that people that come down and recognise that my flip-flops or something like that. But yeah, they mention it, so it's amazing how far away people sort of watch the channel, I guess, and know about it. So no, it's really good.
And the most recent thing that Dan's done, obviously we've got the coaching studio over here, which is where obviously the individual coaching and kids stuff goes on in the winter, certainly. But behind there is, you've got the reception area on the left-hand side, but you've got what you call the barn.
The barn, yeah, the barn. That's like a new thing this year, just trying to branch out, diversify a little bit. It always used to be a standalone thing from us, nothing to do with us. And then the opportunity came in January to take it on, and we thought just to give ourselves probably another source of income really in the winter months. We put it on Airbnb, just chucked it out, see how it went, and it's been amazing. It's been
I do get a lot of people asking me if they're coming down to this area to play and whatever. The great thing about here, and we had some family that came down to stay a couple of weeks ago that stayed here, endless use of Cayman.
Yeah, all three, foot golf, the Cayman, and in the evenings where you were up here, it's amazing. You've got sort of like 9 acres and the kids can just run free, pets and stuff like that, so it's ideal.
That's cool. Always good to catch up with Dan. Dan's coming over to France. We're heading out to Golf National in Paris to do our Ryder Cup special, and I wanted Dan to come along on that, which is going to be a lot of fun. Myself, Lester and the dog are going to be going over to Paris to have some fun, lead up to the Ryder Cup. Look who's in the corner there, looking all blue.
Morning, everybody.
What about this then? Cool, we are lit up in here, aren't we? There are lights everywhere. Burns, you look very comfortable there.
Thank you. Just settling into my new role.
What are you doing?
I honestly do not know. Life in general or now?
Life in general. Let's get to that point. Where are you?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'll stay in the middle of it, hopefully. New fresh trim.
Fresh trim. Don't touch the top bit, but fresh trim on the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're just about to podcast it.
Whoa!
Oh, am I not supposed to say that yet?
Steady, Jord.
Alright then, this is all new to me.
This is all very new. We're getting all set up here, and there are cameras and there are lights. And look at the new. What do you think of the new set? Those lights. There's going to be covers over those, obviously. But Johnny, who normally sits there, he's been helping put together this new set. And for some of you that tuned in before, you would have seen that we had the DHG Plus channel. Well, we have decided to convert that channel. So if you head over to that channel now, you will see that that channel is now called the Two Ball Golf Show. Someone's on an email. Two Ball Golf Show is going to be replacing DHG Plus. It is a dual channel now. So it's going to be Bernie and me doing a golf show that will go on as a podcast, but will also be broken down and on that channel. How exciting is that?
It's the most excitement I've ever had with my clothes on, Dan.
And we're definitely on. The clothes are definitely on. You just look at home there, Bernie. I just feel like that's your, nice place. You're looking.
I'm not like, I can't just 0 to 100. I have to get there, like just chill out and then boom, straight into a podcast.
Well, some people are going to say though, well, this looks and feels very much like the old Sunday morning show style.
With a twist.
Ooh. Should we hold on to that twist, or should we let that twist out?
I don't know.
How do you even know what the twist is?
No, I don't.
So basically, yes, this is going to be the set for the new podcast-style golf show that we're going to be putting together. We're going to bring sort of a few different subjects to each podcast. The idea is that it'll be a weekly podcast that we will break down and then put it out. So that will ultimately be more around kind of what's happening, let's say, in the golf world. What's happening with us personally, but also what's happening within the golf world. So exciting times ahead. Watch this space. Do we know when the first one's even going to go out? Soon. Whilst I've got you here, Jordan.
Hello.
There has been a huge concern that people have not been seeing you on the channel, but you're still here.
Yeah, I would have said that was like more of a good thing, really. You know?
Well, you're busy.
No?
Can you just tell everybody what you do, please?
What does he do?
Hold on a minute. You can't just drop a question like that.
Please
I need
tell
some
us
time to think about it.
What's kind of like your day-to-day running, because ultimately people
Gets
think
out of
that
bed
we should be on
about
the half
Yeah.
nine.
Gets into work about 10.
quarter to 11.
Yeah.
Make a coffee. Managed to drag that out until about 1:30. That's about right, isn't it? 2 hours for a coffee. Bit of lunch. No, I just edit. I edit. So everything, most of the stuff you see, I edit. So, taking me away from filming and on the golf course is time me not editing. So to keep up with the videos, I just edit and set this up because I'm surrounded by a bunch of old farts in the office that don't know anything about technology. So
Is he allowed to talk about me like that?
What, being an old fart? Yeah.
You are 41.
Yeah, you are.
40. No, I'm not actually, I'm older than that.
It's next month, isn't it? Next
By
month.
the time this comes out, I might be 43.
However, there is a slight change in Jordan's role, because Jordan is moving over to, whereas he was editor, or our main kind of editor, he's moving over to what I call head of content.
Oh,
So that means he will be overseeing and making sure that we are fully prepared of everything that we do with regards to the foremost project that we've got.
Yep.
Really important
Very
part
important.
of what we do.
Absolutely.
In the background. You guys don't get to see a lot of that. But however, we do have a quick video that we're going to be heading out to do before it rains.
Yeah.
So he's going to head all of that up. I am going to move more over to the YouTube side of things, again, as in like I will do more of the editing over on there.
Yep.
And that's what the new role is.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to get started and managing you around.
Basically managing me around, giving me tight leash.
A bit of structure.
Yeah.
And I'll leave like a trail of treats so you can follow me around like that.
That means if he'll be following me, not picking up the treat.
It won't be biscuits.
I love a
The biscuit thief, that's the next little crime we've had in the office, isn't it? We need to find out who's the biscuit thief.
And as we're in the office, the important part of what we do in the office as well is the merch shop.
Yes.
So, over to your corner, let's have a quick look at what's happening on the merch front. But before we do that, there is a revival of the bus tour as well.
There is, yeah.
And when is that happening?
So it's at Bowood in Cornwall, not Wiltshire.
Yeah.
And it is the 26th and 27th of October, which is a Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Prices from £230, which includes 2 rounds of golf, overnight stay, dinner, breakfast in the morning. We'll play Texas Scramble on the Thursday, so it'll all be drawn out. So nice, fun format. And then on the Friday, we'll play an individual Stableford, again a fun format. And we've had ages, anything from sort of 18 years old right up to 82. We had on one bus tour. The gentleman was 82, and we've had mixed abilities. We've got scratch golfers that come along. We've had people off sort of in their 30s. So don't be afraid to join. You'll all be welcome. You'll have a great time, I promise. And you get to spend some time with me.
Clutter, I see. That is not you. Like, I don't see you.
It's not me, and I also wasn't the person to put these here.
Just below your feet, though, what have we got going on down there? A couple of
here.
Scotty Cameron
Wow.
putters.
This is a little project we got coming up, actually, Dan, isn't it? There is a certain person, Dan's new Super Select
Yes.
Newport 2, gorgeous looking thing, and I've just bought a little.
You've been on the Scotty
I got
hunt.
inspired by Jordan Spieth last week. He was just binning the world as he normally does, so I bought an old Select Newport, which is the black version.
Which is actually very similar to his, because his actually doesn't have a line on the top, does it?
Correct, yeah.
So he's blank on top.
Yeah.
His has got. I don't believe his has got as much milling on the face though.
No, well, his is a very old. They use all those kind
T.
of proto Circle T things, which you're not really going to find in many places, are you?
No,
if
not
at
at
all. Because he gets what he wants. But just a little inspiration, and I'll tell you what, if you do need a bit of inspiration, watch like some highlight videos or something about golf, and you'll want to get out there yourself.
But what are we doing with these, George?
We're going to send these off to. Sorry, I just love putters. We're going to send these off to someone.
Gareth.
Yeah. Who's going to refurb, stylize, do whatever you want to them. Really, you can make them. You can have it more jet black. You can put your initials on. You can do like an oil can finish, I think.
I've always wanted the black finish of a putter, and I'm going to get this fully blacked out. I'm probably going to then move the line at the back, which is black, into probably a white, and then I might have my initials stamped on the face, or lasered, whatever they do now, with maybe some gold and purple little dots, cherry dots at the back.
Unbelievable. Would you use it?
Well, I'm not using it because I'm so scared of replacing my putter that holds everything.
Yeah.
So it has had a couple of outings, and I do like it. I just keep it at home really for just practice in the lounge.
Quick update, and this is actually I do have some news as well, which I'm going to show you. You won't be able to see any pictures yet because we don't have them yet. But bundles are now on the website.
Yep.
So if you like some of our accessories,
Yeah.
we've got a DHG bundle, which is a DHG tea bag, scrubber, ball marker, and pitch mark repair. You can now get all these four in the same bundle, which will reduce the cost for you. So there you go.
What's the exciting news?
The exciting news. So Ryder Cup is coming up.
Yeah.
And I've been doing, all of us in the office to be fair, have been doing some, some design work. I'm a big fan of head covers, as I know you are as well, Dan. And we wanted to make a Ryder Cup DHG head cover. And this is like nothing you've seen on the market. So we've got coming, and it will be here for Ryder Cup week, fingers crossed. We've got coming some fairway and driver head covers with a DHG logo, one side Europe, one side America, and they look awesome. I've got the sample. And yeah, so for everyone that buys one, the driver, you will receive a signed Titleist 00 DH golf ball, Pro V1. Now you don't get those anywhere with hashtag #GetUpDan on it, which is also like a throwback, isn't it?
Cool, lovely.
Because you don't have any problems with that anymore.
No, not at all. The view from the balcony here at Jerston is just absolutely fantastic. Looking straight the way across the bay, all the way across the Torquay. Yeah, doesn't get old that. So why the break from the channel? Well, to be honest with you, I just need a bit of a timeout. And the reason why I need a little bit of a timeout is because I've worked in the business for so long, worked in the channel for so long, that I just need to take some time to have a little look at exactly what we're putting out, what the consistency levels are like, what the analytics are like within the channel, and just dive a little bit deeper to see if there's any changes that need to happen, and then reassess exactly what direction that I want to go with the channel. Now, from your point of view, you're not going to see a massive amount of difference over the next couple of weeks because we've got so much in the bank that we need to get it out. So over the next 2 to 3 weeks, we've got some videos that are going to be coming out, not necessarily vlog related, but the Sunday show is definitely going to be having a timeout for a moment. I just need to take the pressure off me from doing it. I'm going to be away next week with the family, and then when I come back a bit more refreshed, I'm going to give it a bit of a look to see exactly what direction we want this channel to go in. The next vlog that will be coming out is going to be on the Ryder Cup week. Now, as I said earlier in the video, we're going to be heading over to Golf National de Paris. We're going to do a little Ryder Cup special for you, which is going to lead up to the Ryder Cup. I've also got some other ideas that I've got in the pipeline, which I want to kind of test, and I'm probably going to do a bit of testing over on the members area, do some shows for the members, get some feedback from what they have to say about it, and then hopefully we'll bring that out and roll that out onto the channel. But these are just ideas at the moment going through my head. Now, one other thing that I need to mention to you is it turns out that actually only 4% of the audience that are subscribed to this channel, which is, let's be honest, the majority of people that watch the Sunday morning show, 4% of you have got your notifications switched on for this channel, which means that when you went in and signed into YouTube, you probably had the option to ring the bell. Ringing the bell sets up some notifications. So when a video goes live, you'll get the notification that comes through. However, whenever you set that up for ring the bell notification, it's then going to ask you to click the notifications on within your iPad or within your phone. And this is where something has possibly gone a little bit wrong when it comes to the people that get notified for this channel. So what I've done is I've popped a little link down in the description of this video, which allows you to be able to go and click on that link, and YouTube will show you how to switch on the notifications. And let's just see if any more of you get those notifications when a video goes live. I hope you've enjoyed this Sunday morning show. It's been great to catch up with everybody up here in the office, and great to catch up with Dan out there at Cayman. He's doing such an amazing job within the golf industry, kind of like the unsung heroes of this game. Now, I'm going to take that break, but do not panic. I will be back. I'm going to take about 3 weeks off from the actual filming, but I'll be in the office busy looking at analytics, figuring out the avenue for this channel, and I'll see you the week of the Ryder Cup.